there's a gift for this. Oh, there's not a gift for the one I'm looking for. Dang it. Dang it. The best approximation I have is that.
The Evo right now.
Meme, which is like the front-facing one, where they're like it gets like all big, bug-eyed. I think it's from Chainsaw Man, where like it's like their face is so big it encompasses the whole screen, and like it's like a perspective trick or something as they go
like
crazy. Anyways, something like that, yeah.
So it's Evo right now.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, yeah, that first one for yeah.
Wow.
I just wanted to get the first one that sauce.
Yeah.
It's getting caught at every spot except for us.
That's Evo right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't judge you guys for any secrets you guys have. I don't judge you guys for the free shit you want from me. I know I'm pretty awesome, but, I just thought we were friends. Goes back to working on her suit. Faya just sort of looks from Eva to Nova. Back to Eva. Back to Nova. Quietly walks over. I say quietly walks, not like he's sneaking, but like he just is light-footed. He's quietly strides over to Eva and whispers to her, "I think you should tell her. She's already figured it out." Thank you, Faya. I can deduce that. I was just...
This girl's just taking all the L's today.
I was just saying, in case you needed a prodding voice from the side of your head, or... Thank you, Faya.
A second opinion.
A second opinion.
Thank you.
Fayez. My job here is done. But you haven't done anything, though.
My job here is done.
Thumbs up to Fayez.
She walks over and just crouches down next to Novo, who's crouched down to work on her soup. Might we chat later? I thought you never ask. She sighs. Eva stands up and just stays nearby to you, Nova, Caradoc, but she doesn't make any comment on that. So, now that we got that settled, she says, knowingly looking at Eva, you ready to start working on your magic armory stuff?
I'm at your disposal.
Sweet. I love hearing that. So, she stands up. Let's see what we got to work with. She looks at her suit, decides, nah, I don't need it. Begins putting away her tools, because a good mechanic always knows where the tools are. And as Cobb says otherwise, because I trust him. It's a P9. Moving on. So she begins putting away her tools. So let's see what we got to work with. You know the mage armor spell, 100%. Mind casting it on yourself?
Certainly, I do.
You touch self, but not in that way in front of Nova, and cast mage armor. And she is arms crossed, her arm crossed, tucked underneath the other one with her hand underneath her chin, staring at you, squinting her eyes, trying to find something.
Caradog looks straight ahead.
She tilts her head for a second. It might be a bit prying, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Where does your magic come from? Everyone has a source. The arcane, the natural, the otherworldly. She taps herself when she says the otherworldly.
Would I have a concept of I'm assuming yes, the soul?
Yeah.
Yeah. My soul. My bloodline.
She's pacing as she walks over and asks you that, and as you say, my soul, she continues pacing, but then when you get to my bloodline, she stops. Her arm still tucked on the other hand to her chin. Your bloodline. Interesting. You're not from the Free Realms, right?
No.
I mean, not you, but your family, historically.
No, Eulonia, all of us, as far as I know. As far as my journal tells me.
Huh. That's weird.
It's... Here, why don't I show you? I take it out. Do you read Celestial?
Duh.
Hand it to her.
It's blank. Is there some magic trick to this, or...?
No, it's not blank. I take it, look at the pages.
Yeah, you see it fine.
It's right here.
Okay, that's gotta be some magic based on your lineage. That or it just doesn't like me, she shrugs. It can get in line with all the other haters.
You say that as if you have a lot of them.
Where do the lovers line up? With admiring fans, I guess. I can't see that, man. Sorry. I'll take your word for it, though. But that's just interesting. General around, I've met some of the infused, she does air quotes, bloodlines in Eulonia. I don't recall seeing you at any of those parties. You're not missing out. She whispers across the back of her hand. Her hand, rather. You're not missing out.
He sort of scoffle laughs at that. I'll take your word for it. I've never been.
She thinks over a second. Okay. Maybe we can deduce it not on text, but by action. Hold on. She suits up. Okay. She says her voice box in her helmet. Try to keep it quiet because we promised the Alderman, but mind casting some spells. You're Eulonian, so combat spells. Gotta show off a nice heraldry after all. She flexes as if she's a knight, which she's not. A spell, by the way, not a cantrip.
Do you want... Alright, strong as I can make it.
Yeah, hit that target dummy over there. Don't worry, it's self-repairing.
Would be, let's see, 2nd level Guiding Bolt.
Roll it. The AC's 10 for a stationary object. You have advantage. There's a world in which you roll 2 like that once, but... Okay, you're fine. Your golden... Well, I guess not golden gauntlet, I forgot. No, Guiding Bolt is a golden gauntlet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden Gauntlet.
Yeah, there's the other one that was darker.
A fist.
She doesn't look at the gauntlet, the bolt, wherever the visual is. She stares at you the entire time with her hand tucked behind her back.
I'll follow up with a magic missile.
Slam into the target dummy, which by the time you cast magic missile again, it is, albeit not effectively at this point, but it's already in the process of repairing itself. Okay. She puts the armor back on its rack and gets back out. Interesting. It is coming from you, not some divine invocation fully. Well, that means...
I find it healing and restorative magic comes easier to me.
Where are you from?
Casa Rosa?
Well, that puts a hole in my theory.
At least I was born there. I don't know if I have family further back. Honestly never occurred to me to look into it, to ask.
Maybe look in... I mean, she shrugs. Maybe look into it at some point. It's not super relevant right now.
I was going to look into it, actually.
And then you got dragged out here? Just smiles.
Yes.
Story of everyone's lives. But hey, again, don't worry about it too much. It's not relevant for what we're doing right now. I was just double checking to make sure I had everything lined up. So, your powers are based off your bloodline. Your bloodline has some innate divinity blessed into it by a source is unknown, but regardless, it is still personal to you. She taps you on the chest. And divine. That's good. If it wasn't personal to you, then we'd have a lot harder of a problem, and that's a big question on theology and worship. But she doesn't dismiss it away then. We gotta figure it out now. So, the next piece is going to be, now that we know the source, is actually integrating some... She rolls her hands over each other. Some catalyst into whatever armor set you're gonna want to rock. Make sure you pick a good first one. You do not... She does a crossing wave of her arms. You do not want to pick a bad first one. Trust me. I find that rather surprising to hear, Nova. Why so? I figured you're a prodigy at all of this. Ha! I am. But even prodigies stumble sometimes. And when it's your first, well, you never forget your first. She does a conspiratorial wink at Eva. She just frowns at that. So.
Got it. As in love, so with armor.
Exactly. Gotta feel right in all the right places. Once we get to that, we can start integrating some pieces for it. For holding. Two things for a second. I got an idea, but you might not like it. And you're super free to say no to it. Would you mind if... It doesn't have to be in one sitting. We tapped you for your blood. Eva course an eyebrow at that, like, what?
Oh.
He just holds out an arm.
She grabs it and looks at your vein, your muscle structure, and she just looks up from your arm at you. Dude, are you okay? You're not supposed to, like,
Yes.
agree to that, like, so readily. Just saying. You're supposed to, like, have,
I
like,
trust you.
I get that, and I really appreciate it, but, like, look out for yourself, dude. Like, seriously. He is from Casa Rosa. Perhaps that's some of the Retaliator's influence on him. Yeah, but... Don't do that, maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we could... Fuck you! You somehow managed to close the... Like, how do you do it? It's an animated GIF? No, it's not. He's just editing.
He just keeps editing it to add a
That's what I
space.
meant, is he animated the emote. He's doing it.
I'm doing it so fast.
That's so well done.
That is...
Practice.
He's good at it.
That's a pretty inspirational move
Oh
right
my
there.
god!
It actually is. No cap for real, on God, on God.
Thank you.
Fine. I guess you are pretty funny. Here you go.
I say no plug champ. Here I go.
Nova says that to any one of you. Can you imagine? Anyways.
I can. I have.
I have.
Okay, so let's just talk through this before we start tapping you like a keg. Here's my goal. Okay? We tap you for your blood. We take that blood, we distill it down, we essentially crystallize it like the Amber conversation over there, she says, yelling across the room. You don't need to be an asshole about it, as you often say to me. Yeah, but I get, like, a free pass every day, so... She looks back to you, Karak. So anyways, we'll crystallize it, embed it into... No. You do when you enforce on everyone. She doesn't sit to wait, shake it in. Anyways. We'll crystallize it and infuse it into your armor. You're a Eulonian, so you've probably seen how certain craft irons are made. Or
yes.
Cast iron are made. Something like that, except instead of iron and a mold, it will be engravements into the armor, which we'll touch upon in a second, and it'll be your blood, which will then crystallize. From there, we'll have to sort of give it a direct connection to you. Don't worry, I've done it a couple times. And then we'll see where it takes us. It'll depend a lot on your body's, well, your body and soul's ability to... She does like a twisting of her hands around each other. The ability to connect. Be a conduit, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Cool. So, step one, armor. She does like a Superman pose, she says that. Armor. Do you have anything specific you want?
Well,
She says,
I have...
like, I would say you're wearing armor right now, so she like looks at it, double checking. You want to use this one?
it's the only one I have.
We can touch up on it. Well, she throws a thumb over at comedian. Probably comedian more than me. Comedian turns and looks at you and gives you a thumbs up. She doesn't say anything though.
I would be most grateful.
Sweet. Don't worry, comedian is an expert. She's an awesome craftsman. Though I wish she would actually speak to us for once. She does a thumbs up. How can you stay mad at that, right? So, check in the comedian. She whispers to you, you're probably gonna get measured. Don't feel shy about it. We all go through it.
Oh, I'm not.
Good. And then she'll probably tweak the armor you're wearing right now, make sure everything's nice and snug. Just don't gain or lose too much weight. She looks down at her exposed belly. It sort of sucks having to tweak everything just because you lost some weight. She looks back up at you. And then we'll start... Well, once you're all measured up, I can start tapping for your blood. If someone is willing to lend me their tools. She does not look at Grover, she says that. Meanwhile, to the two of you talking to Grover still. And that's when he stops. I should start charging you at this rate, Nova. If you start charging me, I'll start charging you. And she holds up like her dukes.
If you start charging her, she might just dodge.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, fine. Yes.
Hey, Crash.
What's up?
I am almost assuredly overthinking this. Can I insight her commenting on losing weight?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I join in that?
What are you guys trying to imply?
I feel like
Her
there's
mental
something
state.
more than just that. Yeah, it could be like
Wishes.
anorexia kind of thing. I think that comes to my mind first. There you go. But like, did she have a child or something?
That would be crazy.
I mean, it's sane. Anyways, about that 20
17. Nova's probably just a bit, like
aware.
Like, she's pretty confident in how she appears, and just is just mindful of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
23 for you, Caradoc. Nova is confident in the way she appears, but there's something behind that. You guys are a bit right. She is a public figure, a very public figure.
I was thinking about her performances, actually.
So not only is she keeping herself maintained for her own desire, but she has to also put it through the lens and filter of the public audience.
Mm.
Right? So that probably begins to illuminate to you why Nova's not necessarily her demeanor being bombastic, which might naturally be that, but she always looks put together. Makeup,
Yep.
hair, etc., etc. It almost looks like she, how to say, knows that every time she's in public, she knows that, and is always ready for in case her suit malfunctions or breaks or something. She'll always look presentable.
There's always a chance that someone will recognize her.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's not like anorexic or anything like that. If you guys ever go get a meal with her, you'll see exactly how much she can put down in terms of food.
High caloric intake.
She has a fucking high metabolism, so trust me, probably anything in the kitchen fridge. But
Sort
again,
of reading that, yeah.
she is not in like a paranoid way, but she has to be cognizant of how she looks.
Sort of reading that, Caradoc will ask her, "Oh, do you have different adjustments for like your shows, or do you use different suits for that?"
I have a couple. Don't worry. At this point, I use like a bodysuit. She points at the suit, which is opened up right now, ready for her to just hop in case something happens right now. I have a bodysuit underneath that. Yeah, just sort of adapts everything. Just, she shrugs.
Nifty.
You'd be surprised how attentive people are when you do shows in front of them, like, all the time. It's a bit creepy, if I'm being honest, but she shrugs. I can't deny their passions. So, go get checked out by a comedian. Once her measurements are done, we'll start tapping you.
All right. Looks over at comedian.
Because, like, sort of, when she says, we'll start tapping you. He looks away. Man, this window's gorgeous, said the blind man.
Why is the window gorgeous and not the view?
It's a very nice window. You understand.
It's a pane of glass. Just look at. Wait, hold on. There wouldn't be glass in here. It'd be a farm.
Yeah. When he says a window, he does say that to a wall that doesn't have a window on it. So yeah.
Sort of sensing this, Caradoc will just look towards him and say, "Oh, when the time comes for you to tap me, I'll place myself in your capable hands."
Well, it's not as funny when you're like leaning into it, dude. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha ha, boys. Ha ha ha. Nova just sort of walks away. Since I just got a busy schedule, you want to have that chat now, girl? She points a finger over, like a casual finger, like out the back door, towards from looking at Eva. Sure.
Absolutely destroyed.
Nova gets like a winning smile. Awesome. Come on.
Comedian, are you busy?
She's in the middle of whittling something, but just looks up at you and shakes her head. Nope. And begins setting down the whittling tools. And the wood, obviously. She walks over to you and T-poses on you.
Ah!
I
Do you mimic
look
the
at her for a second and then mimic the pose.
You both T-pose at each other and she sets down her arms and then goes over to where Nova's station is and grabs a measuring tape. And begins measuring different parts of you.
If a woman like comedian fucking T-posed on me, I would probably disintegrate.
You coward here.
This is the one time I can use a T-pose in campaign and have it make such logical sense. A mute person told you what pose to do. What is the best for her to illustrate it? She does it herself. It's like, that's the best case use I'll be able to have for T-posing in this campaign. So, yeah, so she T-poses, or by the way, she finished T-posing on you. You T-pose back, and she begins measuring you. What's Jin up to? I know we're running overtime, but, you know. I don't got anywhere to be.
I don't think Jin is doing much.
I just been hanging out.
Yeah, kind of. I had like one thing pop in my head of like, can one of them duplicate this scroll, or would know like someone that I could like pay to do such? But the person that comes to mind for that would probably be Anvil.
It would be Anvil.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Grover is like too magically leaning. Comedian is too mechanically leaning. Shinobi is too specifically leaning. Or Shroud is Shinobi leaning, and then Nova is hot Nova leaning.
She is hot, in fairness. So you ask, and Shroud just sort of responds like, "Yes, it would be Anvil." Nova Senpai might be able to do something, but she is much more of a fan of... He gestures at the armor, which is just there, by the way. It's open, ready for a pie to hop in like fucking Titanfall. But she prefers much more long-lasting materia.
That makes sense, considering the situation.
If you are trying to copy the scroll, do you have the... He thinks for a second, ink for it.
I assume this is a special ink.
Hi. You know, it's...
He shakes his head disappointedly.
Then I don't think Anvil will be able to help. Yeah, magical materials and spell scrolls in this thing are hyper rare.
Mhm.
Like, you could probably sell that scroll for a large chunk of cash right now.
He will die before he does that.
Unfortunate.
We technically
because-
have two scrolls. That
You
one
do.
and a second one.
You do. Yeah, let
What's
me
the
just
second
put it like this. For spell ink, it has like magically infused, it's like, you know, magic infused ink. That magic infusion is a finite amount in the entire world.
Oh.
So every scroll made is one scroll that cannot be made forever. And that's just it.
Right.
So every spell scroll in the world is super, super rare. Collector item almost.
So his brother was actually surprisingly competent in multiple facets, and if he was able to get that ink and make a spell that's not technically a spell.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that does raise the question: how the fuck did he get the ink to make this?
I don't think Jin would say that exactly, but he would definitely look at it as like, where did he acquire this? I suppose I'll never really get that answer.
Shroud shrugs. There are many mysteries in life.
There are many mysteries out there.
It makes life fun. Or scary. It depends on your take on it. If he continues painting or doing his calligraphy.
I'm imagining it's just practicing, like, phrases or something. Yeah, Jin will look at what he's doing.
Yeah, he's writing Ryu again. Different, not phrases, maybe mantras at longest. Like a few word mantras, but I don't even think that. I think they're just predominantly singular words. There are a few that come. There are well, you probably see like the ones he's done already. He doesn't practice the same word 50,000 times. He's just doing different words.
Sure.
You've seen tree, lightning, friend, bird, mist, raven, clouds, mist, specter, death. Yeah, he's definitely covering a wide array of topics, huh?
I wonder what this could all mean. What it could potentially be related to.
The one he's doing right now is actually the word mystery.
Mystery.
He finishes the product, sets down the brush delicately, and holds it up. He nods at him. Satisfied with the product. Sets it down next to the rest of them. There are like 30 other words he's done at this point.
But actually, I do have an idea for something. Do you think you could paint the word fox?
Hi. Very slow and delicate and deliberate, but smooth and fluid. He does the word fox.
Foxo.
Which is, as we may or may not know, is the word kitsune.
No, he does not write the word fox. I think Crash, you have the idea of where I'm leaning for with this thought process.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I don't know what entirely he does. He just has like a sense of like this is right. Could I have that?
Of course. He hands it over to you in a very ceremonious way.
Almost
like if you ever seen in animes, like when someone gives their love confession over to someone, like it's like a letter, like an envelope. They hold it with like both their hands at both ends. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, he holds it like that to you. He's not confessing his love to you.
What Jin doesn't know is he flips
Not
the page
yet.
over. Do you
Not
like
yet.
me? Yes or yes?
Here's a fox, I guess, but also a prom question mark.
Yeah, he will receive it ceremoniously? Sure. Ceremoniously as well. I guess when he does, is he able to put that influence from the lightning tree into it a bit?
Ooh. I assume this is after shot. Let's go with it, because then you might start electrocuting him.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give him a zip zap.
Yeah, okay.
I think he will like take it, just unfurl it, and look upon it. Just
roll
something
me-
ringing in his head. Roll you.
Roll me a religion check using your constitution and poison the wisdom. Wait, no, it's int for religion. Whatever. In substitution of its according attribute, use your con.
FR 1d20. No, not 1d0. That would not help. In fact,
Hey, you get the best and worst of both worlds.
am I proficient in religion? I highly doubt it. I am not. So 4. God, you son of a bitch!
Hey, you're right. It's a 4.
it was in fact a 4.
You get a D4, but I just don't think it'd change much. But
I
you can
doubt it.
roll
Maybe
4,
it'll
4,
be
4, maybe.
That's funny.
It's a 4, 4, 4.
That's so funny. That's so charming. Do I get a
That's
reroll because of
pretty
it?
like funny and inspirational and like stuff.
Inspirational, funny. They're quack.
Someone's gonna bring it up.
They're quirky and wacky and
Oh my
funny.
God.
Like, the odds of that are almost like worth a reroll. If you're asking me.
It's 3 different instances I get
That's
4.
what you were thinking of happened. Do I get an inspiration?
What are the chances? What are the chances that they're all having to be the exact same thing?
Tell you what, roll me another D20. If you get a 4, then maybe you'll get something. Go on then. Dalliate me.
Oh, come on! Why am I upset that I got a 20?
I thank you so much for the community time. Thank you so much for the community time. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
You tempted the dice gods.
I had to
That's
try, and
Crash,
it's...
Crash wants his dalliance. Let's give him a D20. Thank you,
so
guys.
fucking stupid.
Alright, you can have that D20. You can have that D20.
Hey.
Hey, let's go.
My
Zap.
dalliance has been fulfilled. So you look at the icon, the kanji for fox, for kitsune. Kitsune, technically.
Hmm.
And as you stare
Yes.
at it, you're trying to infuse this energy about it, this natural energy about it.
I'm gonna
You're right.
assault you.
You're right. It's all fun again until Nova calls one of you her dies. Moving on though. You try to infuse this lightning energy, this natural, truly energy into the icon listed there. And you find yourself getting drawn into it. Like you're like fucking hyper being pulled into it. Your attention, your focus, your perception of reality. You're not sure if this is just you focusing really fucking hard or something eldritch is happening. One or the other, maybe both.
Not both.
And you see, as you're like in this unknown parchment world, imagine like fucking Okami, the game, or the beginning intro sequence to, or the beginning intro sequence into Mulan, because that's also awesome. You're in this parchment world. You yourself are almost like cartoonish, right? Like again, like you'd see in iconography, like illustrations. There's nothing except you, and as you see running by, a fox. It runs by you, turns around, and I think foxes they like yip, right?
I think so.
They do.
They don't
They
Yeah,
scream
do.
bloody murder.
Well, let's not do that because
That one's not adorable.
It yips at you. It yips at you, and its yip echoes all the way out into this infinite parchment world that you both find yourselves in. And then you're like, okay, what the fuck is happening? It yips again. And then this time lightning begins to crackle from your hand as it begins making its approach over to you. It crackles predominantly on your marked hand.
That makes sense.
It begins walking, closing the distance over to you, despite being the one to make that distance not more than 3 minutes ago.
I'll kneel down, holding out the hand.
You kneel down, hold out your hand as it closes the distance, and then tucks its head onto your hand, using it almost like as like a standing pillow.
No.
It yips at you once more. Except this time when he yips, it does more than just yip. You understand it. Speak of animals sort of style, right? And it says something rather peculiar. Accepted.
Uh-oh.
Then you come back to the present world. As you come back to the present world, the parchment in your hand is smoldering. And it's gone.
Oops. I think that's what he does.
What did you do?
Oops.
Shroud just sort of stares at you. Not like, oh my god, are you alright? He just sort of stares at you like, oh, that's interesting.
Something just happened.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes.
The paper started burning. It started at the word and then burned back to your hand. I assume that was on purpose.
Indeed. It was some... Fox spirits?
Oh. Kami. Interesting.
I think
That is good. He goes back to his calligraphy.
Oh, okay.
That is good. I do not know what it's like having spirits of nature latched to you. I only have spirits of shadow and death and night. He shrugs. And others, but you get what I am saying. So that is good, having one of nature latched to you. Where on your kit would you want the icon appear?
I really want to like steal the 40k thing of it being like a shoulder pauldron or like the. If we still had the paper, I was thinking like the wax seal on the chest thing, but I don't think that would work entirely.
Fucking magic, we can make it work.
That's true.
As he turns to look at you, saying like, "Oh man, it must be nice having the spirits of nature," he just sort of stops and pauses and points. Points at you.
Huh?
Boink.
Looks to where he's pointing.
On your shoulder. There it is.
It's a little thing. What does it look like? Just a little fox or just a little paper?
What do you want?
Oh,
Your class, your pick.
sick. Decision. I'm gonna go with the gut instinct I had the first time around, as opposed to what I'm thinking of at the second. because that was cooler. Hey, remember Lord Telemon's art where he has like a fox scarf thing going on?
Yeah.
I
Dude, I got
really like that. I kind of want to just steal that and just have it be like just
Do you
one
want to just
shoulder.
have? Do you want to have like an actual skin or like hide of the fox, or do you want just the icon of it? What's your call?
Hmm.
Because you go pick one up on the way here, because you sent a message to me earlier, so you could have used with the detour you guys took.
Yeah, it's just like at one point it's like, oh hey, skin.
So if you want.
I think it's a skin that kind of like wraps around just one shoulder, but it has like a little clasp that has like the icon on it. How's that sound?
Sure.
I like that. That sounds fun and cool.
When he points at it, the skin, the head, does have a very, very tiny pupil of lightning in its eyes before it fades out. And that's what he's drawing your attention to. Because you would have walked in here with the skin,
Mhm.
and it was dead.
Mhm.
It does not appear to be dead.
The pelt. It is
Pelt,
no
there you
longer dead. He would scratch it on the head.
Very fortunate. That is good. Good to see. He almost says her name and then just catches himself. It is good to see your efforts rewarded. He looks around for it. She's not in the building.
Currently, that we know of.
Oh,
Good. Can Jin also roll perception? He doesn't expect to succeed, but he wants to give it a
sure.
shot. And perception, not performance. That's not good. Okay, well. Now, which one was her and which one was him? Wait, no, she would definitely have advantage.
she would.
Did he catch her again?
Not that it helped.
Talk about healthy
He doesn't see
competition.
anyone.
He don't see
doesn't
shit.
anyone. Yeah, no, he does not see anyone at all. But he knows. And she knows he knows. And that's what counts.
Jin is distracted by adorable dog. Foxes are dogs, right?
They're canines. They're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, depends on your definition of dog. They're the same
Okay.
genome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similar genome. But it's not a hyena situation where it's like, that clearly looks like a dog. That's apparently closer to a cat.
Yeah. Which is weird because hyenas are pack animals. But then lions are also pack animals and those cats. Moving on, though.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, you guys have an interesting time here at the Ash Warden
Encampment.
hovel. Yeah, it's not even a camp. It's like a single building. Hold. But that's where we'll end session today. Because we're definitely running overtime, so...
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we started like an hour late, so
We did. So that's
an
okay.
hour later than late start. Later start.
Later start. At one point, we're gonna just start session at like 3 o'clock.
They're both the family of Canidae, but wolves and whatnot are Canis genus, and quote unquote true foxes are Vulpes genus. So,
Yep.
Okay.
so
Furry. I'm kidding.
I googled it,
I
and
know.
also I work at a vet clinic.
Yeah. He has
played
the
Pokemon,
right
right?
to be
That's
a
why it's
furry.
called Vulpix.
Oh my god! Genuinely, I think
You
that's
just
where I
realized?
learned that from. No. I think that is where I learned like the term Vulpin or Vulpine kind of stuff
Fine.
from was Vulpixo.
Yes.
And then
I didn't know that was
Ninetales
a thing.
was just Japanese mythology. That was most of the
yeah.
fucking 151.
I learned Vulpine from the various furry subreddits and forums eyebrows.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's see. What to call today's session?
A goblin by any other name.
That's really wordy.
That
It is.
leans into saying is just as sweet, and we shouldn't associate that.
I am gonna leave for my own leisure on here.
Just a tiny Nova. Oh, no, big Nova.
Your
Oh,
own
yeah.
pleasure?
Leisure. pleasure.
Yeah, he's pleasuring himself.
Bro,
What's the point of making hot characters?
What is the point of making hot characters if you can't goon?
I mean, you know the original art for the piece, so can you blame me?
No, not at all. I'm agreeing.
I also
wait, what's the original art?
Yeah. No, I'm not sending it. I'm not posting that. No, I'm holding that.
My god, that's gotta be bad.
It's for us.
Yes, it is. But that's also my dirty little pleasure. Moving on.
he goons now.
Goons now.
Is Nova your dirty little secret?
I'll make you my dirty
Pretty little secret. I was thinking that this whole time.
What's it called? Such.
I like where Fred was going with the idea.
goon sesh.
No.
Goblin diplomacy.
Ooh.
No, I'm not saying that.
Diplomacy.
No! I'll send it to you, Fred.
Okay.
It even has blue eyes. Perfect.
I'll make you my gooning little secret.
Oh wait, I edited this. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, Nina.
What do you mean? Yeah, you're not
Oh, wait.
birthless.
We forged it in the fires.
Gobble gobble. Gobble
No.
gobble.
No.
Wait, Alec, do you have the thumbs up still?
I'll ask this now. Also, I like that you put yourself next to Nova. Cop, I like that. Very good, very good. I would do. Alright, if Blackwatch had a biddy like Nova, I'd be all up on that.
I'd be all up on her.
What do you mean? Blackwatch has plenty of biddies.
Not like Nova.
I guess not like Nova, true.
No one does it quite like
The,
Nova.
the,
I
the
want-
closest,
I need-
the
I
closest
need a
biddy,
lo-
like Nova and Blackwatch is fucking
It would be 7.
Diana.
Hey, what's the
Evan-
half-orc's name again?
7. It would be 7 for speed, but it'd be Claire for suit and speedster. But it would be Lucky for vibe and energy.
Valid.
Maybe
I fucking
Diana for
love
power.
Lucky.
Hopefully. Yeah, so we'll do Goblin Diplomacy, because I like that, because, like, what is Goblin Diplomacy like? Probably at the threat of death.
Yep.
Which is exactly what happened to Blit.
Well, in this case,
Cra-
Trey and
Yeah.
Crash, the threat insinuates there was a chance that they won't be killed. This is the promise of death. Just one way or the other.
I did like the, I'll call it the conflict of, like, everyone being like, we should kill him. We should torture
It
and
was
kill
really
him.
Oh
fun.
yeah.
We should let him live. I like that.
It's always
I
a
don't-
fine line with that for me, because it's always like, okay, well, I don't want to be like too argumentative, because then like we still have to be a party at the end of this.
Yeah. Which I liked the solution that was presented by Fred, right? It's like, you know, let the merit of his effort be the testament to his survival, as opposed to like us just deciding for him. Right? It was like a fine solution. Alright. Oh, Kirsten's not here. Oh well. I forgot. There was actually one thing that Roma would have caught Theo doing in the night. But she's not here, so I'm not gonna bother saying it because
Nefarious nighttime activities.
not
Beating
nefarious.
his-
It just be
Yeah.
something he did. It's like an idling.
She just
Like-
catches him digging a grave. Oh, hey, don't worry about this.